What up guys, Coach Nate here. If you're watching this video, maybe you are run, walk, run curious. Well, I'm here to say it is awesome. Walking is your secret weapon. It can extend your running. It can make you this incredible runner. I'm gonna get into why, how to break it down. I'm gonna give you some progressions, and I'm gonna also share some traps and mistakes to avoid that a lot of us fall into. Let's dig in. So, what do these walk breaks really do? Why are they so magical? Well, they're something that runners have employed since time immemorial, where they have stopped whenever they've tired, they've had to stop at a stoplight, they've had to stop to pee if they're on a longer run, and these walk breaks really help us in a few different ways. The first one is they help reset your run form a little bit. Just like holding a plank for an extended period of time, our whole body, our systems, our muscles, they start to break down and get a little fatigued. And if we give ourselves a little bit of a break, we can reset and get ourselves back out there. It also helps if I'm that newer runner and I've been pushing myself a little bit and that intensity's climbing, my heart rate's climbing, that walk break just cools the temperature down a little bit. It allows myself that, again, that reset to keep the intensity a little bit lower, which is so valuable when I'm that newer runner and I'm just getting that time on feet and I'm getting those lower level, cardiovascular benefits. And then finally, I get that mental break, that ability, if man, trying to string together this longer run just feels like this really, really long, challenging thing, strategically adding these walking breaks in there can really help me pass the time and string together a bunch of little running sections together. Now, there is a really important way to progress these run, walk, run methodology so that you can progress with your fitness, and we're going to talk about that next. Let's talk progressions for the run, walk, run method. And there's really no wrong way to do this. You could run as far as you want to fatigue. You could take a little walk break naturally and then pick up your running again. But a lot of us really benefit from a little bit of a stricter progression to follow. And we're going to use a time-based progression today versus a distance-based progression today. And we're going to start with a simple 1 minute of running and 1 minute of walking. 1 minute isn't too long. I can stay focused on that. I can be very tall and connected in my running. And then I've got that equal rest break, which is really, really nice. As I continue to progress, maybe the next week, I progress to 2 minutes of running and then stick with that same 1 minute of walking. Once I've got that mastered, you know where we're going, gang. 3 minutes of running, 1 minute of walking, going up to 4, and then finally 5 minutes of running to 1. So we're gonna always keep that 1 minute walk break, and then we're just gonna add a minute to our running every single time. And once you've mastered that previous kind of run interval, adding an additional 60 seconds really isn't that bad at all. So as we're doing these progressions, one of the important things to keep in mind is our pace and our effort. And the beautiful thing about some of these intervals is because they're a little bit shorter, I can comfortably push my pace a little bit. It doesn't have to be the most comfortable thing, with the thing that I'm sort of used to. I can just bring that pace up just a half a peg or even a full peg, knowing that I'm going to have those walk breaks in there. I can even focus a little bit on my run form, on running better a little bit as well, because that's going to be better for my body in the longer run. One of the things I do see with some athletes who've been in the run, walk, run method for a little while is they do get comfortable, and maybe, dare I say it, a little bit too comfortable with some of the run, walk intervals that they choose. And they feel, because they've always done 3-1 or 4-1 or 5-1, that they're just kind of stuck there. So I want you every once in a while to break out of that rut, to remind yourself that you could actually run continuously further than you think, and you don't need to be totally stuck on these same intervals. Mix it up. And now that you're inspired with the run, walk, run method, you've got that in your hip pocket, it's going to extend your fitness. I want you to use it in the Big Run Training Program. It kicks off March 29th. You can sign up down below this video in the link. Get into a program near you or our virtual option. I'll see you guys in the next video.